Hi guys, we are back on third gen content. I actually got a bath, I cleaned it up inside. And check out our short with the Thurin track bar in the front. I actually had a popping noise at lower, kind of like when you're pulling in the parking lot, lower speeds. So the bottom one that actually attaches to the axle wasn't loose. However, the one that attaches to the frame probably was about, I don't know. I don't want to give it a certain percentage, but anyway, it was actually loose. So that's what was hopefully causing my noise. I'm not moving my cars and stuff right now, taking on a test drive. But up next, another thing that I've been wanting to do, my Smarty MM3 EGT Probe is not working. So I was able to get a hold of Smarty and they recommended replacing the cable. So the EGT probe comes in two pieces, the probe itself, and then it goes to like an epoxy box sort of, and then there's a wire that actually plugs into the comm that's underneath the dash. So I have to fish that wire out. Awesome people to work with. I bought that probe probably 2 years ago, and of course I didn't use it until we did the second gen swap. Zero questions, they sent me out a new one free of charge, and it got here within like 4 days. So pretty awesome warranty. That's awesome. They stuck by their product. So I'll show you what the truck's actually doing. I'll show you what they send. And then of course you'll have to figure out how to route it in your cab, and then we'll see if that actually fixes it. So hopefully it does. I'd like to know what my EGT probes are. So this is what they actually sent me in the mail. Like I said, I've had this for probably a couple months, unfortunately. With the weather and stuff, I just have not wanted to do anything. Anyway, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know what's in here, but it's got like a resin, epoxy, whatever on it. Basically, the two wires screw to there. That's the one that goes underneath the dash. So that's what I need to fish out. But before I do that, let me show you what it's actually doing, and then we're gonna have to fish the wires through, which I hate doing that, but whatever. So I don't know what that box by itself cost with the wire, but I'm really hoping this fixes the problem, because I mean, it's kind of why I got a probe. I'd like to know the temps. All right, so let me get the wheel turned straight too, but you'll see the lower box for the EGT has a blue NA mark, or it's labeled NA. So apparently it's a super common problem with them. I am gonna start the truck just to show you that even while the truck's running, it still does not read. I've tried to reset it. I've unplugged it from the box. I've done they gave you like a little general troubleshooting of what you should be doing, but let me go ahead and show you this. Even with the truck running, I won't talk a minute while it's running, but just to show you, it does not work. So like I said, I don't want to run this too long in the garage. It's gonna stink. Does not work. Nothing. So this thing needs driven more. Anyway, now I'm gonna get into, I'll show you underneath the hood what it looks like, and then I'm not gonna show you the fishing part through the dash because that's kind of irrelevant. You choose a spot in your dash, or underneath the dash, wherever you want to go in, and then, you know, just route it however. So let me show you under the hood at least, and then we'll plug it in and we'll see on camera if it actually does work. And then if not, I guess I'm gonna email them again and see what happens. So I do need to clean up the wiring underneath here, but you'll see this looks like a silver cable. This is actually what goes over to, there you go, to the actual probe itself. But I have it zip tied down in here. So same thing we're gonna do. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this. I'm gonna unhook it from underneath the dash, pull the cable out, and then it's just fish it through. So let me do that real quick. Give me 5-10 minutes, and then we're gonna hook it up. Hopefully it works. I want that to work. Actually, I wanted to show you one more thing. So this is the, I believe they call this the comm box. You can see the little tiny wire right here. That's where it actually plugs into. So this allows for the early third gens to do shift on the fly, which is, you still got to go through the screen, but either way, that's where this plugs into. I just need to pull that wire out, which will be easy. It's just fishing it back in. And then I'm gonna leave all this kind of hanging down. We're just gonna test it for now. I just wanna see. So give me a couple minutes and I'll be right back. All right, moment of truth. I still need to finish up the wiring, tidy it up. Same thing for under the hood. Obviously underneath the hood, there's a yellow wire and a red wire, and they go color coded on that little resin epoxy box, whatever you want to call it. I don't know what's in there. I'm sure there's some kind of resistors or whatever, but anyway, see if this works. Well, so it still says the same thing. Let me go ahead and I'm gonna try to reset that. Let me go through there. I'm gonna shut the truck off. I don't want to smell it. And then I'll come back, see if we can figure it out. Okay, so one of their steps, obviously the truck's not, I mean, it's on, but it's not actually started. One of the steps that they originally gave me was to unplug it for about 30 seconds. I unplugged it for a couple minutes. I was playing on TikTok. But anyway, as you can tell, it looks like it is working. Let's go ahead and start it. And I don't want to run it too long, but at least make sure that it's working, which is awesome. Super glad that's back. I'm super glad that Smarty not only stands by their products, but they know, they're able to help you with stuff. From what I understood, about the time that I bought that, there was a bad batch of them that got shipped out. I guess they were using Chinese parts or whatever. I don't really care. Anyway, as long as it's fixed, at least that's what online said. Who knows? Definitely working. Oh, there you go. So let me turn this off real quick and we'll finish this video. All right, so we're gonna end this video here. This is what I pulled out of the truck. This is what I'm saying about how it's color-coded. The wire that goes to the EGT Probe is color-coded. I don't know if there was an issue in the wire or something in here. Don't really care. They were able to fix the problem. It was free, and it only took like 2 minutes. I just need to finish cleaning the wiring up. I'm gonna throw this away though. But anyway, if you guys have watched up to this point, thank you for watching. As always, like, share, subscribe. Ooh, she's clean. First time she got a bath in a long time. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. Also check out our Facebook. It really helps. But yeah, go ahead and comment below if you guys have any other questions. Thanks for watching.